Hello class. Today I gave you a balloon, an aluminum can, and at home you should have a towel and a ruler to complete this experiment. So with looking at these materials, we have the balloon, the can, the towel, and your ruler. What do you think this experiment is going to be about? So pause this video and write a prediction in your science notebook about what this experiment is going to have to do with. So now, after writing your prediction, this is what we're going to be talking about today: static electricity. So we're going to figure out how this soda can is going to react to this balloon. Now, before we do this, we need to come up with a focus question. So before we talk about one, take a minute and write down in your science notebooks what you think a good focus question would be, and then start the video again. Now that you have your focus question down, I'm going to give you a focus question I came up with for this experiment, which is, why does the soda can react to the balloon? And we'll talk about your focus questions tomorrow in class, but for now, so we all have the same one, we'll work with this one. So take a quick second and write this down in your science notebook, and then start the video again. Now that we all have the same focus question, and before we start the experiment, we are going to create a data chart in our science notebooks to keep track of everything we learned during this experiment. So I made this one, and it says trial 1, trial 2, and trial 3, and then in this column is how many seconds the balloon was rubbed, because we rub it with the towel. So you write how many seconds you do that for in this column. And then in this column, it says how many inches or feet did the soda can roll. And so you'll keep track of your data for how you use your ruler to measure it, and then keep track of your data in this column. And you don't have to create the same data chart, but just create one like it in your science notebook so you can keep track of your information. Now that you all have the chart written in your science notebook, I'm going to show you how we're going to do this experiment. So you have your balloon and you have your towel. For the first part you need to do is rub the balloon with your towel like this, and count how long you do it so you can keep track of the seconds. And then after you do this, you're going to grab your can and you're going to lay it flat on the floor or on a table, just some flat surface, so that we can see how this can will react after we have rubbed this balloon. And I'll show you that in just a second. Now that you know how the experiment is going to go, I'm going to show you how to set it up to make sure it goes just right. So first, take your aluminum can, lay it down on the table like this, and just set it somewhere on the floor. Just make sure it's on a flat surface or a table. And then you're going to take your towel and your balloon, and you're going to rub the balloon. It's probably better if it's on the side of the balloon, just to get more of a reaction. But after you rub your balloon, you just want to hold your balloon about this distance away from the can, and not too far, not too close, but then you'll be able to see what happens. And then make sure you write down what you observe and how far the can travels and which way the can goes in your on your data chart, and then we'll take it from there. While you're doing this experiment, you'll see that there are a bunch of variables that are happening and that can take place. Like, what kind of surface is the aluminum can on? Is it on carpet? Is it on a table? What kind of floor is it on? Or how big is the balloon blown up? It might make a difference if it's a super small balloon or if it's big. And then also, as we know it will make a difference, is how long we rub the balloon with the towel. So just take note of these variables while you're doing your experiment, and make sure you write them down on your chart. And tomorrow when you come to class, we'll discuss this experiment. So see you all tomorrow.